Hi everyone, I'm Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client. For today's reading, I want you to know that this is connecting with the other realm, in the spiritual realm, with loved ones on the other side. Okay? And of course, we're going to touch other bases on the physical plane as well. So prior to the recording, we call into the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading and or a ritual. Um, I thank all of you for taking time to watch. For newcomers, please like and share and subscribe. I am happy that you are in my channel. And as always, I always tell my clients, you're being guided by your own guardian angels or your spiritual guides or your ancestors to me. Yes, I do readings, I do rituals, and we have thousands and thousands of any kind that we can do. Though there are and there will always be times there will be a rejections. Why? Because the energies are not there. The if it's not the energies, the feelings, or it's just not intended for you to have that person, if it is a person that we're working with or for or against. But it is why consultation and a reading must be done prior to any rituals. um, let's get started. Again, I am Margot, your tarot reader. Email me at margotarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margot, your tarot reader. Thank you, angels of the universe and of the heavens, for your protection. And let us see, what is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to see? What is it that we need to pass on to this beautiful client today, angels of the universe and of the heavens? And we call into the energy, angels of the heaven and earth. If you would like us to receive any messages, if you wish to say okay. Let us see if we are able to connect to that loved one on the spiritual realm. You never know what we're going to get on a reading. It is just the case. I am only the vessel that is being used to transcend the messages. Okay, if we're able to connect with you, what would you like to say if you are here with us today? Okay, we're in. We are in. And I would have to say good morning as well. Coffee for the morning. I should be getting tea, huh? Okay. Let's see. What would you like to say? Okay, first I'm going to say that when I'm sensing her energy, she seems to be a little mischievous for me. Um, I feel that she would like to say so much, she's saying, or maybe she would like to say, where do I start? You know, from the beginning or the end, the middle, what do you want me to say? Because I have a lot to say, is what she's saying. Um, when it comes to the physical thing and when it comes to the spiritual realm. Okay. So when we touched her energy previous to, I feel, I'm not sure, but the way I'm sensing it now, we've touched her energy at the very least 2 to 3 times, is what she's saying. So I feel that we must have touched her energy before passing, before she passed. So by that I mean is that when we are reading someone and we are channeling the person's ancestry energy in some kind of level, and someone is about to descend to the spiritual realm, we are sensing that energy as well. So she either, if I acknowledged it in a reading or not, but she's letting me know that her energy was prior to the passing, okay, on a certain reading. So I'm not sure if we even, I feel that we did predicted her passing. Anyhow, so here we are feeling that no, she is not in the perfect realm. She's not in the heavens per se, and she is in a low level of perceptive energy. We do know that her vibration has declined. Her vibration is not in the best way level, and she has not moved on to her peace. Okay, so she has a lot more to do, and it feels to me like she's maybe asking for guidance on what to do, how to do it, and why. Now, when a spirit asks why, it's because they're confused in the energy that they're in, and also they're confused because they're there. So maybe they did something wrong in the living, and they feel that they fixed that course of damage. Could they fix it with materials? Could they fix it with words? Probably, but they didn't fix it. I'm gonna give you an example. um let's say I go to my relative's house, and I go and I'm being devious, and I see a pair of shoes that I like, and I take them away. I steal them, right? Um, and let's say that that relative comes and confronts me. It's just a figure of speech. It's a story only. Trust me, it didn't happen. But and then that relative might say, I know you took it, and I deny it. I deny it, right? um that's a bad course of action. But then I turn around, and maybe a week later, I bring the shoes, and I say, oh, look here, I'm sorry, I didn't steal them, I just wanted to use them, right? But did you get my tone? I brought it back and I apologized. My tone was not sincere, and neither was I. So that's not a good deed done right, right? That's not a bad deed done right. So it's how I feel her energy when she's questioning certain things in the spiritual realm, because I feel that she has done little mischief in her physical life, to say the least, and because she had accepted Jesus right before the past, and probably so. And I keep telling people, trust me on this when I say, when you are on your last moment, you want to be the acceptance of that, of your creator. um that is also like that story that I just gave. You're asking, you're wanting to accept something that in reality, if you were in the physical life without any danger, you wouldn't have, right? And you do it because it's your last course, and because you're scared of what's the next transition. So it's not it, and I'm not against any religion, trust me when I say that. I keep saying that, but it's not that I'm against any religions. Being the way I am, being the knowledge that I have now through the spiritual realm, and what the teachings are for me, when they speak to me, when they message me, I see and I feel what they're saying, and I'm trying to use my physical words to explain it. And the explanation to this is, I it should not be any fear to the transition of the spiritual realm. If you are good with you, you don't have to be perfect with anybody else in the physical life, but if you're good with you, then you're good with your creator. Do you understand? When you love a relative, of a loved one, a partner, when you truly love that person, that energy creates that positive energy within your spirit, within your soul, to transcend and collect for your afterlife. And when you do wrong in a malice way, purposely, to hurt someone without a cause, without a pain, just because, then there's consequences to those things, right? Can you overcome them? Can you overturn them? Absolutely. Just like anything in life itself. You can, but you have to know how. You have to know that if you, for example, if you're really apologizing, you would be saying, listen, cousin, I apologize, and I did not intend it to take the shoes. The best of me took over. I loved it. I loved your shoes, and I took them. Um, and I just thought of an outfit to wear them with him, and I should have asked, if you notice my tone change. And that is a sincere tone. That is within myself saying, oh, I did wrong, and I took it at that moment. It felt the need to want to do these things, right? Just like when someone commits a crime and it's out of passion, it, they call it passion, but in reality, it is your spirit and your body transcends and detaches and makes you do certain things that you should not do. Now, psychologically, they will call that, double personality, schizophrenia, and you name it. Go on with this. I can go on with this, right? But the spiritual realm has 90% of what we do in the physical life. Our soul has so much burden to this body that we do certain things that sometimes we do not intend to do. Now, am I having an excuse for this lady? No, I'm just saying that in general, there's a process to why we do what we do. Um, and when I'm saying this, I'm saying, well, this person didn't feel that love in her life in the way that she should have. She didn't feel the prosperity that she felt that she deserved. Could she have had money? Yes. But did money make her happy completely? Absolutely not. Because she fell in love. She fell in a unity. She fell in a connection. It could have been her love life. It could have been her family life. It could have been her relationship life, her family life. I keep saying family, so it must be more than anything family. So it's all in one for me when I say it. As my clients know, when I say something, when I ask something, it is because it has double meaning on the predictions and on their energies. So in this spirit that we are connecting today, it feels to me that it has been more than one thing going through this physical life of this person. I feel pain and I feel hurt. So she was always hurting for something. Maybe she did not explain it herself, or maybe she was trying to be that tough energy, that tough woman to show what was not. Okay. Um, and she was like a child being lost in the dark. She felt neglected at some point. Some view, she probably did. It may not been observed that way, or maybe no one knew, or you know. So I will say this: there are zodiac signs that intend to hide their feelings, and pretend what is not. Instead of crying, they're smiling. Scorpios intend to do that. Leos intend to do that. There are certain signs that intend to over overindulge on their pain in a different environment in different ways. Okay, and I feel that in a way she was that way. Okay, and I'm trying to explain to you because of the way that I'm seeing her. Um, so right now I do feel that she is like sitting down, wearing something long, and she has her hands on her knees placed and her head down, and I feel that she's crying. So why I say that is because, as my clients know, when I'm transitioned to certain energies, including the clients itself, I feel certain energies, certain entities, or whatever may be around them. In this point, I'm sensing the energy of that spiritual soul that we're connecting to today. So I'm feeling her pain. My throat is in a knot, and I just want to pour and cry. So, and this is how, and when I will tell you why, because she feels that she is being understood now. Okay. So I believe she's letting me know that, she found someone on the wrong path that could understand her in what she's going through or what she was going through. Could she have found that before? Could she have found a better enlightenment to the truth of her calling? Probably so. Probably so. Absolutely. So, you know, um, what happened with the father in the physical life? Is there a secret that that it's hidden that happened in the family, in her family, when they were children or something? Because there's a secret here for me in the way that she's letting me know. Okay, that was not told, and that could have been the conflict within the family, the arguments and the fights that no one told, no one said it, or kept it to themselves. There's a hard secret here. She cried a lot, but she loved the siblings, so that was a family member, and I feel that it was a father figure that did damage to them. Okay, I don't know in which way. Could have been severe, could have been not severe, but in her child mind, it was drastic. Okay, that made a toll and that made a shift. I don't know how many women were in her family that there was always desire to be loved, desire to be preference, desire to be the favorite. Okay, besides the other thing. So no, she has no healing. She has no healing in her life at this moment. Um, we have a number of things that are concerning to me because I feel that emotionally she's very attached to this life, to this physical path. um, and she's wanting to shed away those conflicts, okay, those pains, okay. Uh, so I don't know. Kind of, yeah, her family was not in the perfect level in looking at this, okay. Her unity, her siblings, we see conflict between each other, spitefulness between each other. So um, we don't have the connection that needs to happen or that was supposed to happen between siblings, between ancestry of the family. Okay, and we do see the quarrels of the family happening here. Okay, um, so I will say that when it comes to this, and I keep saying young lady, and I feel that she liked um, I keep saying young lady, so it's almost like someone had a nickname toward that energy, a phrase similar to young lady or lady or something to that phrase that she keeps pronouncing to me. um, so we do see a number of recourses here. We definitely see the family situation. Um, I want to say that most likely in the ancestry here, we do have the challenging energy of most likely everybody in the family size have this um, Lilith. Lilith is the combative energy for the family in the ancestry. When Lily is in a course effect in the birth chart of a person, it tells me that you know the family always bigger in fighting, love quarrels, ancestral like rape, molestation, things like that. They will have sometimes money and love, but it does not stay with them. And if it stays, it's an abusive energy, abusive relationships and whatnot. So Lilith, according to words in her personal chart, must have had a lot to do with her living here in the physical life. Now, if I were to say oh, well, there it just, what did I say? I love, I just love this. It always amazes me, even till this day, each and every time, that my energies speak out louder than in ways that I could ever, manifest within myself. Um, and I give them grace and things. Um, so, but I'm also giving things to, because she's speaking and she was she was like doubting the energy, and I feel that she's been wanting to look ever since she passed. It's almost like I see someone lost, looking for the map, and the directions too, and not know how. And as walking through that path, they found, like a wave of energy, and that wave of energy is from your ancestry, from your tribe, spiritual tribe, that opens that portal. And so that portal was open, of course, by us as we were doing that reading, and someone that is seeking help and needing some guidance saw through that light. Now, yes, okay. So she wants to find what is lost within her. uh she wants to, and she says that she also wants to be acknowledged, and I'm not sure in which way she wants to be acknowledged, if it's in the physical way or the spiritual way. So I'm getting double personality as we're saying this, um because it doesn't really happen when someone is in the spiritual realm. you're not being, how do I say it? Because maybe she wants an acknowledgement of being portrayed what she was not, or acknowledgement of someone's guilt that she didn't do, or people didn't see her for who she was. Could be all, not one, but all. Hmm. Because she's seeking acknowledgement. And I will say you cannot have that in the spiritual realm because, well, she's not in that level, so that makes sense that her energies is still very overwhelmed through the physical energy. So that would make sense. Because when we move to a different transition of the spiritual realm closer to the heavens, we don't have that acknowledgement of being righteous, almost in a sense. Do you know what I mean? Because no one is righteous in the spiritual realm, only our creator. We all become equal. So love is love, and we all create love. We love and nurture each other as we are in the heavens. And so no one is better than no one. You know what I mean? Um, and we all strive to move together to balance each other's energy. So definitely for sure, certain she's not there. Uh, and for every angle that I'm sensing here. Um, so if she is not there and she is with a relative, then that relative has not moved on either. What the hell? Because I see another woman next to her, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, rising. I don't, could be a mother figure, I'm not sure. Grandmother maybe, but we saw a man earlier today in here. I keep saying today if it's early morning. Um, could be like an uncle, like an older energy at the time of passing. Um, yeah, very strong energy that it's in the other realm. Yeah. So here's the thing: the people that excuse me that are in her energy are relatives. Yes, I'm sensing at least two for now. The one that are closer, right? So very outspoken energy from the female. It's her vibe gives me as a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. May or may not be, but her vibe is very authority like. Um, so that would mean that these people are in a transitional stage for who knows how long, however long they passed. Could be in this physical life or any other life. Um, but their character is very strong, very, yeah. They haven't moved on. They're stuck in that energy, okay? So we have her and two other people that are related. Yeah. Now, I will say this. Next person that passes from this family will be in the same circumstances. Because we have a collection of their tribe in that energy level. So in between worlds, just like we are here in this physical life, because believe it or not, this is also considered one of those levels. Um, huh. Mm, no, it's not hell. Trust me when I say that it's not hell, because the energy will be over the top from me. I will be sensing the entities of those energies as well. Okay, but they're not. Eh, So we have different levels of vibration, energy, course of healing, that we transcend to. So almost like if you've come from the moon and you go through a disinfection section, from one cubicle to the next, and then you stay for a few weeks in this room to reheal, get tested, and analyzed before you go out to the world. So it's similar to that in the spiritual realm. Okay. And in the level that I'm seeing here, it's not the heaven level. It is not the heaven level. It is not in the first level, including. It's not. It's we have all these stages, and let's say that this is the first stage to the first step to the heavens, right? Let's say the gate, and then you have this other levels coming down, down, or keep the people say hell is down. Humans made that, but it's not. So we see the other level going the other way, you know, like the wings spreading. So we have this, and then we have the other one. So it's almost like they're in between these levels that are in between the good and the bad. If I'm making any sense to you, in the way that I see it, is I'm trying to describe it to you. So through all those levels, a lot have to do with the physical actions of our life. This one and prior to, but mainly this one because this is the one that we're in now, acknowledging. And the way the mind worked here, it's generating what you're feeling and sensing in the other side, even though you're a soul, because you're collecting those energies. That is why I say, let's not thrive so much in the physical life. It's understood why people do it, and I can go on with that on another subject. But what you collect and leave and take with you, it's what your eyes observe, that collects through your memory, through your heart, and then trust passes through your spirit, and that's what you collect and take with you. um and so therefore, when you are in the spiritual realm, you're feeling still those things, just like when you pass, okay, your heart stop beating, people say, okay, pass that 101. Okay, fine. But your body is still transition. Even though your heart stopped beating, your body is still going through a process for hours, including, you know maybe even 24 to 48 hours after the fact. And why is that? Because everything has to process. So your heart stopped beating, but your body is going to the transition of draining blood, shutting down certain things of your body, your cells, your organs, and everything else in a decay level, right? But it takes process to that. And my theories are probably all over the place today. um but it harsh theories, but it is how I'm perceiving it, okay, how I see it and how it's been told to me. um okay, so when we asked what would you like to communicate, it is what I see, what I sense toward this energy. um so they're not in their best level, but they are together, and she's understanding the level a little bit more than the other two people, because I guess they've been there for quite a while, and they're kind of used to this energy, not just because they've been there, but because they also went through it in the physical life. With her, she's always like a go-getter type energy, so she's always looking a way out one way or the other. And the fact that we were interacting with the spiritual realm, it was like a light, you know to them. um okay. Let's see. You know how I sense this? Like, because I asked her something, and it was a natural base of hating the females or hating females against each other. I get that because Lily will do that to you, but um, maybe you reminded her of someone, your energy, your ways of being, your look, maybe you reminded her of someone for her to take it out on you. Uh, or maybe I will put it this way. What's the best way to get to someone? If you have children, it's your children. I kind of feel that energy with her. Uh, yes, of course, she always thought that you can do the best for you. And she still thinks that. She still sees that you're very strong. She sees that a lot. Um, that you were a bit naive, during your young years, she says. That it's almost like you knew it all, but yet naive. She would wanted to correct those things to you. If she didn't have any children, I feel that she was wanting at one point to take care of you. Maybe even wanted you to be with her. Um, um, she did not get along with the women in the home, also. Um, to say the least, I have to say, to say the least. Um, Broken relationships, and again, whether they were long standing or not, or short or not, the relationship she had was just not a happy home, a happy environment, physically, emotionally, sexually, you name it. Love and or family. I keep saying that because she keeps saying this, that she suffered, is what she's saying. Now, is she a widow? Does she have a loved one of hers passed also? Keep seeing that also. Now, you would think that you will reap off everything after you pass. And I say this because it's almost like, again, she's sitting down and she's talking to me. I keep seeing this long white gown, and her knees are still, her hands are still is resting on her knees as she's looking at me. Mm, um, and she's like, do you think that after death we'll be done and over with everything that we've been through on the physical life when I was living? Do you see that that's not the case? Everything that they were taught, or she's explaining that we were taught, it is not the case. The church did not give you the right discipline, the right view. So whatever church did not give the right teaching of what the afterlife is. In other words, and she's correct about that, and I keep saying that all religions, it's humanity that made those shifting changes, not Christ, not our creator. Anything that is negative was used through the negative energies to infuse fear, possession, and control on humanity. And it started with the church, and then now it's in all kinds of ways. And they impose those fears, and those fears become action and reality in the mind, heart, body, and soul. So when you passed on, you have those fears. Should you fear death? No. But there are certain things that we need to readjust in the spiritual realm. And I keep saying to her, it is not her fault because she believed in the teaching or whatever it was that she experienced in life. But she needs to learn how to forgive herself from all this in order to move from this energy. She needs to learn to love herself more and to understand that whatever it is that she went in the physical life was not all her own doing. It was the transition that she chose to learn from in the karmic lessons, in the physical flesh, in the body. So as I'm saying this to you, it's also a communication to that energy. We have to understand that pain is a lesson, love is a lesson, and it's also karmic. You have to choose to either maintain that pain and drain your energy physically and spiritually, or do you choose to generate love, for yourself, most importantly, and for those that hurt you? And I'm not saying, they slap one cheek, give the other. Absolutely not. But there's a way to know how to go through that passage, okay? So as some of my clients know, I do therapy, spiritual therapy for the clients that go through depression and whatnot. We talk about these things as it is, as you hear in the reading. We hear each other out. We talk about their pain, their suffering, what they're going through, and we try to go within that energy and explain it. Why is it going on? Why is it happening? Okay. Um, uh, Spiritual therapy, it's very, very healing because there's so much going on in the physical life that even if you go to your own doctor and you're getting medications for it, you're still feeling lost and wonder, and even sometimes worse, and not understanding why. So in physical therapy, we go deep down and find those things that may be the cause of that. And through that is listening to our clients, to our customers, what has been going on in their energy from the beginning of whatever it is that they can remember. And we narrow it down on, it's almost like when you go to your psychiatrist or therapist. It's very similar to that, but we are going through behind the scenes, within the body, into the spirit. To heal the body is one thing, but you also have to heal the spirit. Okay, you can't just do one, because we are entwined with the physical and the spiritual. The spiritual guides us to the physical as well. So it's very important to do both. And I am not saying stop your doctors, because absolutely not. I never recommend that. If you have started your therapy with doctors, you must continue, and you must explain to them. Do not be afraid to say, listen, this is what I'm feeling because of the medicine, or this is what I'm not feeling, or this is what's not helping, or is the medicine too high, whatever. You have the right to speak for you. Okay? For whoever's feel like someone is going through this, and so therefore there goes your message. I digress. Let's go back to where we were. And how can we help you? Okay, so now I ask this beautiful soul, Miss Thing, young lady, whatever it is that she's trying to tell me. She's laughing right now. she's laughing. She's laughing right now. um oh my god, she had her moments, I can tell you that. um So how can we help her is to get her through this next passage of the spiritual realm. Um, oh, so she's asking if she can take those other two people that are with her, the other two relatives. I, I have an idea who they are, but we will touch bases after you watch the video. You let me know if it's connecting with someone else, or with whoever it may be in your energy. I mean, they are siblings of hers. I don't know if she's a widow, um, father figure, mother figure, maybe grandmother type energy. Find out who's past that is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. Okay. I kind of felt like an Aries energy also on a male side. Let's see. So the fact that she said that to me, it tells me that it's almost like she had to be tough and mean, because they were tough and mean with her. Hmm. Oh, yeah. And the experience that she had growing up was not nice. Yeah. And she was also feeling dark in with energies as well. And so this is a similar energy that other siblings of hers have gone through and are still going through it, is what I hear. Okay, so we see it here, we see it here, we see it here. and definitely here. Okay. So we have women in the family that are going through some kind of entity energy switch of some sort. And again, this together speaks of Lilith completely all the way. Um, and I keep saying that because this is very clear to me. But I will say also that Lilith energy was never malice. They made her malice. Um, they made her who to be who she is represented in the birth charts now. But she was an angel herself. And because of negative entities, because she trusted the wrong energy, the wrong angel, whatever it may be, she fell into the dark side. And they, in jealousy among itself of the angels and whatnot, she was converted because she was definitely a beauty. She still is within her heart. I have to say, I respect, as always, I say I respect all religions and all saints and all creators. And when it comes to Lilith, I see where the damage is that we go through, men and or women. But I also see the Lilith that was before that is still in there. Okay, that even though we have bad energies in our birth charts, it is for us to correct those as well. So, okay, then now come on. I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired. I want to go and I want some actions done, is what she's saying. Okay, so she's nice, and then she goes into her authority energy. Oh boy. So when it comes to you, I definitely feel that it is not that she had this hate on you. It's just that you represented something uh, that maybe she wanted to be like, your strength, your energy, your way of looking things, feeling things, in life itself. And she knew that you can sense her energy when she was being bullshitted. Now, when someone is on a negative entity energy through their cycles of life, um, you reject the opposite energy. And so I know for certain, based on this, that she was on this cycle of negative energy. Okay. Maybe she didn't say as much, but she was in that other energy. And I keep saying, and I keep seeing a living person being on that energy too. Okay. So now we are going to. Okay. So I'm asking her, is there anything else that she would like to say before we close this energy for her? I feel that she's tired, and I feel that even though she has a lot to say, because she keeps telling me I have a lot to say. Um, um, so, you know, whatever malice or in the physical form, we know that she sees you in a better light now. Okay. She sees the inner you. She sees your energy in the way that it's to be received. So I like that. That's a good acknowledgement. Um, she has tried to communicate though. I wonder if with her other siblings, if they have seen her, felt her of any way, but she comes out in the wrong way, in the wrong energy, because it tells me that she has. She's also talking about her money not being used in the proper way, or given to the people and not being used in the proper way. Okay. And did she leave money to somebody else also? There's a money displacement here, is what she's saying, for inheritance. And she would like to acknowledge that this person in the other room, it is, she's still feeling negative about this person in the other room. It's a male energy. Okay, I don't know who that person is. She's trying to walk away, but that energy is still possessive over her, whoever that is. It's either like, again, if she was a widow, or a father figure or grandfather figure, someone in the negative energy source is what I'm seeing here. And there we go again with the same. Now you know we shuffled, but she's saying she's tired. She's saying she's tired. She wants something different now. She doesn't want to be in those energies. She wants to surpass a lot of things. And that if she could have taken him back, she would, but she doesn't know how. She's also explaining to me that it was not easy living in this life. You know, she felt old within herself, even though she was young at one point. I guess she's talking about her young years. She likes to talk a lot about her. I noticed that. Uh, Trying to say that she was young and pretty. She was very beautiful in her young years. She's saying that. I'm not all that, she's saying. I'm not the best looker, but I am. I like that because, if again, self-love is very important. Um, but I feel that she's wanted to give explanation for the way she was, maybe the way she passed, maybe the way she was at the end years. Um, you know, she's reflecting on that also. Um, Thank you. Good morning. But right now she's just feeling overwhelmed, tired, and just wanting to be free. She's asking. She wants to be free. She's tired of being tied down and overwhelmed with the situation, locked in her own energy, in her own space, in her own vibration, by her own doing and others. And you see this? Free, free. So we talk about two other entities and we see them here. Okay? Her, and these are the two energies. Now, again, I don't need the cards to predict, but I use them a lot for the videos and for people that want to see certain things. But I've used these cards thousands of times, and every time I see reflections in many, many different ways. For me, as I am saying it to you, this is the spirit, and these are the energies that want to be set free. Okay, this is the locked, self-imposed energy, overwhelmed by others, including physically and spiritually. Okay, and there we have it. Yeah, she worked a lot for all these things, and then she cried a lot in her living life. People didn't know that. But now she wants to be set free. Okay. All right. I could go on with this, but I feel like her energy wants to just switch away now, because she is in her teary eyes, in her teary face. Okay. So I'm saying to her, I give you thanks, and I thank you for coming, and we will touch energy when you are feeling in your better enlightened. May the gods in the heavens protect you and find the way to light your path. And of course, I will find a way to help you. And thank you, universe, into the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay, we're going to let that energy rest. Now, we're going to see you. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. So in reference to the doctor situation, I like that you went on time. Everything that you told me was what I was feeling in one of your readings. The headache and all these things makes sense. So I'm glad that we got on top of those things. Also, the medicine, the injection medicine, it will definitely do tremendous help on you as well. And that is the precise one that you need. As always, when clients send me things, I also Google it. I also study it. Believe me, I go through everything. It is the one that is fit for you, because there are other ones, but that's the one that fits for you. Well, thank you. Good morning to you too. As you can see, the spirits are acknowledging. Uh, there's a squirrel that is playing with me. It's up on the roof, and it or she is throwing me some nuts. As you heard the pebbles come through. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens, for acknowledging today. Thank you. As always, it's an acknowledgement of the spiritual realm. As you notice, this is the first time that ever happened when it comes to the squirrel. But it must be a she. Yep, you see it? Okay. So I love that you did those, that you're taking care of those things. There's going to be a drastic shift and change for you when it comes to the health situation. That shot itself that starts with a W, it is for high cholesterol, blood pressure, and helps you with, trying to not have stroke. So it will work wonders for you. Okay. Um, Now, and you say you're the heavens. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to see for? Yes. We do see a gift of some sort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is coming for you. Okay. Between now and hopefully before the year is over, but between now, if not 7 months, a good chunk of gift. Mm. Now, let me know how's your sibling doing on their own space, if you've seen them or talked to them. Because we see crawls coming in here between now and 2 weeks, 2 months for sure, between that child and her relationships. Yep. Okay, yeah. Someone that he is working with. Now, who's this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, rising female in your life as we speak? If this is someone that you work with, we see this person being two-faced in all ways around. Okay, so watch what she says. She's envy and jealous. Yep. So I guess that I'm gonna say this for an example. When you have friends, sometimes people choose people because they're less than, or they feel that they're less than. Okay. um and at what point maybe she felt like that. So as you can see here, I'm going to look at certain things for you, um based on what I just sensed. um I would say, baby, as always, be cautious with your friends at work. um like I was explaining, when we have friends, you know, you're supposed to choose friends that are similar to your energy, to your ways of being, and or um, friends that are going to rise you up and not lower you, right? But there are times that friends can choose friends that they feel are less than, so they can feel that they're superior, in other words. um, and in time, when the friend that is less than becomes higher, or they feel higher or superior than you, for whatever reason, maybe like maybe you get a new look, a new job, raise, money, boyfriend, whatever it may be, they become envy, jealous, and spiteful. Believe me, trust me on this, that even family members do this drastically. um, and I'm feeling that type of energy with her right now. So she might know that you already, have this whole new change in your life. And she's feeling a little envy to that energy. So whatever you have at one point mentioned to her in your own personal space, We kind of feel that there will be some type of gossip going on behind that later on. So I will watch high and by, you know, that type of energy. And if you feel that you want to go out with her, go out with her, but just watch your words, watch what you say, and carry yourself as always. Okay. Do not give in your weapons. I always tell, do not let your enemy know what you're doing. Do not let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Okay. And this is very true to the case. Um, I feel that we talked about this shift that is coming to you in the last month or so that we mentioned this, whether in person and or reading. I will say this to you again. I still see this shift that is coming to rebirth you in a lot of ways. Um, and whatever things or people that you were not seeing before, you're going to start seeing them in a better enlightenment later on between now and first half of next year. There is a potential for you to date someone. Again, it's here. It will be your choice. Okay. We see him as a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising. And let's see. Do I see another one for you? No, I see that one for right now. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising's energy is up there. So now that I see this, I'm going to turn around and look at that energy because I feel that it it may be someone new. Um, and or the person that we were discussing in a few. Okay, so let me look at this energy now that we come across it. Thank you for the universe into the heavens and this is the heaven and earth. Let us see what is it that we need to know. What is it that we need to see? Okay. Okay, let's just do this one more. What's going on here? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I like to see that. Yes. I said that yes with a big, deep tone of voice, like if it was his. I just, my lips just twisted. I felt like I don't know. I don't know, girl. I think that Mr. R, we're gonna call him Mr. R. Yeah. So he knows that he's not supposed to be talking to you. I guess she has recently said that, but no communication between you two. Out of the question. But I would have to say that no doubt in my ways of feeling energies and readings that he would like to communicate again with you and hot flushes I keep seeing where he has the sexual vibe energy. Okay, and he cannot explain himself why. Nope, he cannot. Well, I'll be damned. Everything always works in his mysterious ways. He does like you a lot. He cannot say that he loves you, though he loves you for who you are, what you've been. But he cannot admit those things. Okay? He cannot. It would just, it'd be hard for him. So he knows that you have the home. He knows that either you've come into money or will be coming into a huge amount of money. He knows this. Okay? I would say that she is fearful and worried for what she saw. So here's the thing. He played it off like he's being affectionate. He's happy that you're happy and that means his kids are happy. He's put in that play. But, the wifey here does not look like she's happy about the situation because she sees through him. Maybe he doesn't know that what he's doing is wrong, but she sees through him. So she have had a conversation with him about his touching. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I would say this. His relationship is not all that needs to be or supposed to be in a marriage. We know that for a long time. The point to this is, do they see it that way? Do they know that it's that bad? They pretend to not be. They pretend a lot. Okay. What I will say is that if there's another gathering and if he's being touchy like that and he's about to kiss your cheek, then turn around so that instead of the cheeks, it's the lips. That's what I would do. But I will also say that she has this feeling that she feels that he is coming on to you in a discreet way. I wouldn't call that discreet, but and he's just blowing it off. So they did have a talk about what he did that day of the party, and he did say that it's not a big deal, that it was just appreciation situation, that we're family, that's it, nothing there, not to worry about things. So he blew it off, but she's not happy about the situation. She still feels that there's something in there that she cannot explain, and again, it's her fear, it's her actions, um, that makes her feel that there's something there. And in true fact, there is, because, you know, he would like to have a conversation with you and he would like to know if you still care for him, if you still love him. And he has thought of the intimacy level situation between you two. And deep down under those woods of his skin, I will definitely say that he does care for you. Still, he's in love with you. He is not admitting it, but his spirit tells me that he has love toward your situation when it comes to you. Based on this, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to look at her now because I want to see through her energy if it fits what I'm seeing here, which I will disclose it later. Okay? Yeah, you know what I mean. They may look like a perfect couple, but they're not, because she is very bossy toward him. She doesn't let him breathe in the way that he wants to breathe because she's afraid that she will lose him, and probably to you. Okay. No, she don't like you. She don't like you. She's a fake. We do see her marriage going through complications in a very short time, though. Her excuse will be that maybe she thinks there's something going on between you two or someone else. Yep. Nah. Okay, now let's see. You know what needs, I like to say this. You know what needs to be done? Because we see the, when you want something, you do one ritual and then right behind it you have to do another one, because you can, I'm going to give you an example. I have a number of clients that we are doing separations and shit. When someone is with in a relationship or any kind of situation, you have to uh, do number of situations. So first, depending on the circumstances of the individuals, but in this scenario, when you do something to bring the person to you, you also have to do a breakup or a separation toward their relationship. Because when we do a come to me or love me or whatever it is ritual um, with another person, you know, we invest in that energy, which it's already been working because we see it in his internal energy. So it's to push that further down the plane, there has to be some type of breakup ritual to this energy. I hate ritual, separation ritual, fight ritual, one or two or both, to make that uh, energy be more forceful toward the return of someone, because it makes them see more clearly what their life is or would be like. Okay, I keep seeing the intimidation toward the male figure, toward your energy, where you know he feels these urges, they come and go and he cannot explain it why recently. Well, we know why, but you know, whenever you are around him, he feels it a lot stronger, more desirable, more needy. And that's very true to what the ritual causes. And in order to entice that, either we need to revive that ritual. And I feel that it needs to be revived for these circumstances. You mentioned that you have replaced something. We will be talking about that because to replace something needs to be done differently, and there has to be a revival of the energy when we replace or transplant or whatever it is that we're doing and the ritual. Okay. um and if we are using trees, plants, flowers, and those things are dissolving, drying, that it's sucking in into that negative energy that is holding on to that ritual, but at the same time it's also draining the ritual's energy as well. So it dies itself out. So that is why sometimes when I use the nature, the nature of itself is to revive, to live, and rebirth those energy, those rituals. If you know, you're following me. So I do definitely feel, even though the energy is still there, it needs to be refocused, revived. And when that's done, at the same time, based on everything that we're seeing here in this reading, you have to do a breakup on them, a breakup or fight, whatever it is. But you need to. It's there. It's fresh. It's fresh out of the woods. Okay. So tell me, can she get pregnant? Because I see a pregnancy coming in here. She also would probably want a new home, including. Now, if he is with someone, then that other person will end up pregnant, I guess. Because I feel that she's going to be suspicious of him with someone else. Yeah. And if that other person ends up pregnant, then yes, we definitely see this big old argument, fights, and whatnot. Um, but she's questioning whether or not he's seeing someone, whether or not he's cheating someone, you know. If they have no children, she would like to have a child. Mm. I do feel that your ex is concerned or will be concerned because of some situation that is coming at hand between your child, the female, I feel. Okay. There's a crisis coming in. She does not, by all means, wants you near him. By all means, she has already said no contact between you two. Even though she does not want it. She does not want, she wants you as far away as possible from him. Okay? She does not like you, and she talks about you to, there's a female here, another female, a friend of hers, whoever it is, a family member, I don't know, I don't care. There's another woman. She bad mouthed you with another woman. When it comes to your daughter, she pretends to like her, to get to know anything possible that has to do with you through this child. She knows deep down that she's vulnerable and easy to manipulate. That's what she feels. Okay. Now, in the way that this is going to change is if he cheats with you or anybody else, if he ends up pregnant with you or anybody else, she would want to keep the marriage because she loves him. She's blinded by him. She wants to have a child with him still. And she's willing to fight for him. But here's the thing about this marriage, that based on the circumstances, the way they got together, there will always be that fear of you doing it to me. You know, you looking out after your shoulder. You know, what are they doing? Who they're doing? Are they talking to this person? You can't sleep thinking all these things, and that's how I feel her. So she keeps a very close eye on him. And no, he didn't do it to make her jealous, because she's already jealous of you. It doesn't matter how you look. She's already jealous of you because she has fears that someone else is going to come back and do it to her the way she did it to you. And the more you're changing, the more you're gathering yourself, you know, as she talks nasty about you to these friends of hers, you know, whoever it is that she's talking about, with she thinks that that there is nothing that you have against her. You know what I mean? She feels she's superior than you in a way, like looks, or I don't know. But that's what she tells that friend of hers. But deep down, she has the fear of lack of sleep, wondering, thinking, looking, following, checking, all kinds of shit on him. Because it's the opposite. She fears that you or anybody is going to take him at any given time. And if she keeps it up, it's going to happen, because he has a wandering eye. We definitely see there's that other person, but she's going to do it at all costs to avoid you and him. Okay. See, it's good to look when you see the opposites of the relationships, because in her point of view, um, in her point of view, she might think that you might be after him. And so therefore nothing's going to happen, because she's already been telling him that she doesn't want no contact, especially after last time with you. But when we have seen him, it shows differently. It's the opposite. He's desiring to talk to you. He's desiring to be with you intimately. He dreams about you and things like that, you know. Okay, so so of course, you know, as always, we'll be talking in reference to this situation after the reading. Let me do one more. Let's see. I'm just reading this out of the heavens. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I asked a certain question, and I will tell you this. If the client does certain things, we'll discuss that later. What do we see coming out of this, or closer to, or if not, in any other ways? In the beginning, is what they're saying. You know, we got the suspicious of her wandering eye and things like that. I don't know if they're having money situations. Of course, you'll let me know. What he does for a living and things like that. And her, does she work or what? What's going on with her life? Because she's not happy with the situation. Maybe now she wants a bigger home now that they know that you have a bigger home. And she's a jealous little bee. So she wants more than what you have now. Okay. Um, it's, so I asked the energies. Would do the revival in any other between them, separation or fight or argument, whatever it is. What's the instigation of this? What do we see? What we see is empowering his desires towards you, which it means his desires to want to be near you will be a point where I can't breathe. I wake up and I'm thinking about you. I go to sleep and I'm thinking about you, to the point where he will come and reach to you. Okay. And do we see intimacy happen between now and next year? If this takes a way into the way it's going, yes, we do see that. What we also see here is that, you know when you are thinking about all these things about her, you know what she is, what she's doing, if they're ever going to divorce and things like that, well, certain things have to take place in order for that to also manifest, because we do see the potential of them separating, whether they're still at home or not. Maybe she will also leave temporarily the home on a big argument, fight, whatever it is, uh hoping to make him see, that she's the best thing he ever had. um we do see a scenario that at one point she is going to leave the house, a breakup temporarily, um, because of this. Okay. And that will be a good action to do anything, whatever needs to be done. But that will be the beginning. Do we see a return? We don't know yet until we get to that point. But they will be in this needle thread of separation, or she will uh, force him with that, making him to want to change. But I don't see it. I don't see it though. What I also see is that, since we see a life switching for you, a turnaround within you, your confidence, your well-being, and everything, we also see that there is that other person coming to you in a similar energy of a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, there's an energy of that, um, coming for you as a relationship, and or fling, whatever it is that you're seeking out of that person that comes in. But we definitely see it here later on, between now and next summer, because we do see the changes that are going to happen to you. Okay, emotionally, physically, it's like, who's that girl? You know that song, who's that girl? That's what they're telling me. Okay, so, and yes, there's also a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun arising, um maybe closer to your area where you live, when you're walking around, or I don't know, maybe you're going to start going to the gym, maybe, or maybe through a job situation. But there's another energy here in the same circle. He's a little off from the closer energy, so as we move on closer to the months to come, maybe his energy will be more present, but for now it's at a distance. And anyhow, the point to this is we have two other gentlemen that are coming to your aid if you want to. Eventually you'll feel the need to want to go out and date. Okay, it will come natural to you. What I want to say is it's more positive here in the last spread for me when I'm looking at this, because the positive to me is that I see her doubting the love. I see her doubting herself in the relationship with the Taurus. I see her being very materialistic and wanting more material things like a new home, being more obsessive and more jealous toward him. She will be keeping an eye on him closer, especially what happened last time. And she will be keeping an eye on you. Do you have media? And she will try to find things about you toward your sibling, your children, most likely your daughter, because I do see her, you know, talking to her a bit more, trying to find out things through her about you. And every now and then ask, you know, hey, so what did your dad say? What did you know, things like that. Through her, she'll try to find anything that she can. Okay. Yeah, and I would definitely say that there's a high chance percentage of you being intimate with this man, for sure. I do see it. It will be one of those times that it was unexpected, not waiting for it. It just happened. It just came, and you took. Okay, just the universe of the heavens. Thank you for today's reading. We acknowledge and welcome all love and light and peace. Let us be in just the universe of the heavens. Thank you. Yeah. Worries and concern in reference to this intimacy troubles hard relationship between him and the spouse. Then, of course, here we see the other gentlemen coming to your aid. I think you have a lot of thinking. I see your mind thinking, making puzzles in your thoughts. Okay, thank you, God. Enemy at bay. Okay, thank you, and you universe of the heavens. Let's close it, and we are done for today with you, sweetheart. Okay. It's almost like you're thinking about the dark shadows, probably from the where you used to live. Maybe you're going to hear something about that situation coming in. I don't know. I'll talk to your daughter and see. Has anything changed in reference to that? No. It hasn't. Okay. Well, we're going to close. Just one for the client. Just one. Just one. Okay, I'm gonna end up with this. I wanted something, but I felt like it was not given, so I'm gonna take this one for you. And I'm gonna see this in a positive note for you, okay? And I want you to look and see. This is the ethers, your angels, your loved ones, whatever it may be, whoever you seek and feel at the time that you're looking at this card is telling you that, you know, there are messages coming from the heavens, and their offerings, gifts and whatnot that are coming to your aid. And I know that you've been asking, wondering, hoping and feeling sad, whatever may be going through your chakra and everything like that, is telling you that there's that change and shift coming around for you. Okay, that aid is coming to your service. Listen to your intuitions, listen to your heart, listen to your spirit, and know that when this is coming, when this is showing, it's also telling you that you have guidance from the other side. Okay, and including the physical form here, helping you and guiding you. Um, and it's when you listen to your intuitions, you're gonna hear that other energy speaking to you. So you've been hoping to hear from the other side, from who. Most likely it will come into, okay, within now and 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 hours, 4 months even. But you're gonna start seeing, feeling his energy when he's ready to flow through. Okay, it's giving you a heads up on that as well. um Yes, so this is for me, this is a very enlightening, positive card. And so we are going to close it off with that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I love it. Okay, so we're going to end. Love and light to you and to yours. Thank you everyone for watching today. And again, I am Margot, your tarot reader. Email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com, Facebook, and or Messenger. Thank you. We will I will probably do a shift of change of the business name. It will still be Margot, and I'm looking to Margot just tarot reader, um, but it will be just a shift on that, just to give a boost to the name itself. Nothing is going to change. The email will still be the same, the channel will still be the same, everything. I'm very plain. I have not done anything to the channel to do everything that everybody's doing through the YouTube and all my sites. But just in case you see the differences, it is me doing the changes. Um, Again, love and light to you and to yours. Thank you.